What's up, everyone? I'm Cynthia Conte for Best Women's Boxing Show parody. Oscar, oh, you're too tall. Barroso, and who did you really think won against Rolly? I wanted to ask you earlier. Ismael versus Rolly, who really won that fight?
Well, obviously the referee prematurely stopped it.
Yeah.
We all see that. We all saw that. So I think Barroso was on the verge of beating him.
Yes. He's going to be a future world champion. It's going to happen. We talked about Jal Charlo, Tim Tszyu. What are the chances? Because Jamel has some legal issues as we speak right now. What happens? Can you champion them to put that belt in recess since he has to go through some issues? How does this work?
Sure. We have to.
These are fair questions.
Yeah, no, we have to just do our homework and talk to the organizations. It's a whole political agenda, that we have to, face, and we have to wrap our heads around and figure out what the real situation is. But it'll get done. Barroso and O'Hara Davis are now, fighting for that number one position, and whether it's Rollies or whether it's going after that world title, these guys are ready to show the world that they want to fight for that belt. So we, as promoters, we have to do our work, and we'll have something hopefully shortly, some news to announce. Whether Rollies is fighting or coming back, or because right now we have no idea what he's doing.
I mean, he's very active on Twitter, so
and he's a nice guy. I like him.
He's been saying a little salacious things, but it's all right, Rolly. We still love you. And second, we saw Ryan Garcia doing a nice 3 a.m. jog with Floyd. Why weren't you out there at 3 a.m. jogging with them in Vegas?
Because my legs don't work anymore.
But how does that? Have you talked to Ryan about? Does Floyd give him any advice? I don't know. I mean, I just see what I see on Twitter.
Yeah, no, I actually think that it's amazing.
Yeah.
I actually think that, look, when young fighters can be next to and gravitate and kind of be a sponge near legends, then take advantage of it. I mean, the one thing I do have to say, if Floyd, I don't know if Floyd Mayweather is still a promoter or is he active, I have no clue. But, I mean, there's a lot of poaching going on now in boxing, so all I have to say is just be careful.
You really think Floyd would poach you for Ryan?
I don't know. I have no clue whatsoever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him running with Floyd whatsoever. So more power to Ryan. I think that, like I said, if he can absorb energy from greats, then that's the right thing to do.
Okay. Now we see this, Terence Crawford, Canelo, all these crazy things. Would Terence go to Canelo's weight? Would Canelo come down to his weight? If that fight were to ever happen, would you like to see that kind of a fight?
I mean, look, there's weight divisions for a reason, and I think the world sees the matchup only on paper, and they see, what Terence did to Errol Spence, and he's an animal, he's a beast, and Terence is the best right now. And then obviously Canelo, who's the face of boxing. I mean, a matchup would be incredible, right, against both of them. But there's weight classes for a reason. I mean, literally, there are weight classes for a reason. I mean, if Terence fights Canelo and beats him, I mean, how amazing is that?
Boxing Twitter would melt.
That would be incredible. But, history shows, and, when a good big fighter fights a good small fighter, the good big fighter always wins. That's the history of the sport.
Yeah.
You take a look, you go back 100 years. It's in the record books. So I mean, I'm glad that people are giving Crawford an opportunity, but it's a tough task.
You never know. Anything can happen. And lastly, heavyweights, we saw at the Riyadh, the Day of Reckoning, lots of upsets. Anthony Joshua, how did he look? Is he back?
It's hard to say.
Okay.
It's hard to say because he was not in there with somebody who wanted to fight. So it's hard to say. I mean, look, I can make a comeback myself against somebody who is weak and looks spectacular, and then people are gonna say he's back, but I'm really not.
Nah.
So it all depends. I like AJ. I think he's great for the sport. I think AJ, he has a lot of like regrouping to do, like mentally. He has to get back to the basics. He has to get back to what got him here, what got him to the Olympic gold, what got him to being a world champion, what got him to fighting Klitschko. He has to get back to that mindset. He has it. He just has to do it.
See, words of wisdom from the Golden Boy himself. Oscar, thank you so much for your time. You have to come visit us. Jeandra and I, we shoot Zoom, but also at Blue Wire Network at the Win. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Our show
Perfect.
is our partner. That's our new partner.
Perfect.
Can you believe me and Jeandra? All right, Oscar, did you hear that? Jeandra, we have Mr. Oscar. You can bring Holly. We love Holly.
Do I have permission?
No, Holly's coming with us. All right, guys. Thank you, Oscar. I'm Cynthia Conte for Best Women's Boxing Show. Period. See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys.